This is just a video of a trip down to the Ardennes region, which is on the Belgian-French border. It's a range of hills which is sort of north of the Champagne area. It goes up to about 1600 feet where we were. A huge area of forest. And we're just down at a favourite campsite for a weekend, and I have an overnighter with the Zeltbahn as a little sort of shelter, a basher sort of thing. There's a bit of wildlife as well, so I hope you enjoy it. Just down in the Ardennes, looking at a chateau, 11th to 15th century chateau which has seen better times, Muree. A fabulous site. It's sort of middle of nowhere, a sleepy town on a Saturday in September. Looks quite interesting, but it's fenced off. Just been chewing some spruce resin, but at this time it hasn't worked. Normally you can chew it and it turns into chewing gum, but this time it's sort of left a deposit all over my teeth, and I'm having to try and spit it out. So here we go. It's a season of mist and mellow fruitfulness. And just look at the amazing mushrooms that are around. Just down this Ardennes camping weekend, and it's just amazing what's around here. There's these boletus, which you can eat, called ceps in English. And there's look at that clump there. There's quite a meal. That must be 1 foot across, definitely. This is the fly agaric, which was used by shamans of the North Siberian tribes to get drunk and foretell the future. It's poisonous, but only occasionally kills people. A piece of it was put in milk years ago, in the old days, in cottages, put on a windowsill, and flies would come to the milk and get killed. So that's what's called fly agaric, Latin name Amanita muscari, which also the muscari refers to flies as well. Just showing this Zeltbahn being put up down at this camping site in the Ardennes. as simple as that. Now I'm going to put the check bedroll under it. There's plenty of space. And this is coated with a huge amount of wax, so stage 2 check bedroll and some self-inflating mattresses. All ready for a good night's kip. I don't think I'm going to need much more of these temperatures. Going down to about 14 degrees at night, so quite a nice setup. And if I wimp out, then I can go to the main tent here. Just having a cook up. I really like the camping gas stove. It's my all-time favourite for this. this kind of setup at the back of the car. Just settling down for a sleep again. Plash palatka. A strict plash palatka with a heavy dose of wax. It's about 11:30 down in the Ardennes, French Ardennes, and a bit of a different ball game to the sleeping at 2,000 feet in the mountains. Probably about 14 degrees here now. No wind at all, so see you in the morning. Another morning waking up with the Zeltbahn. I said plash palatka, I meant Zeltbahn. Very warm night. Too warm. I'll check bedroll. Absolutely sweating. Sort of warm fog. And the carp over there were just splashing about all night. That lake. A nightingale is in one of these trees. Nightingale on the way south. Not making its full call, but I could tell it's by the call it was making. Anyway, that's the view we had. That pine tree, the birch trees. Have another half an hour to get some bacon on. There's the Zeltbahn. Just coming up to 7:45 in the morning.
No.
A check bedroll in there. The setup. The Zeltbahn. Been sleeping in. What I tend to do is to put this stick up here just to support it, and then there's the check bedroll. That's where I spent the night in this heat. Just heard a heron a minute ago, grey heron, and there it is, the diamond shape up against a tree. It's a very sort of foggy morning. It's quite warm. Campsite chap is just going off to get the croissants for us. It tends to be the usual service in France. They go and get the croissants for you. We'll have some bacon in them. I'm just showing the plash palatka compared with the Zeltbahn. So this is just they're the same thing really. So that's the Zeltbahn. We've got two pockets, and then the plash palatka. There's just got the they've just got the one slit, the one pocket slit, compared with the Zeltbahn. and it's got these wooden pegs instead of the metal buttons, and it hasn't got so many of these pieces of string around the edge, which is so useful on the Zeltbahn. This one I got, the plash palatka, is got these leather sort of grommets at the holes at each corner. They're called grommets or whatever. They're just leather lined holes for putting rope and whatever. But it's the same size, virtually the same size, and it hasn't got the camo. It's just a brownish colour. Basically, almost identical, and they can be. The interesting thing is that they can be joined together because the spacing is virtually the same. It's funny to think that if somebody from East Germany and Russia, the soldiers, Warsaw Pacts that are met up, they could join their different tents together, couldn't they? Their shelter halves, whatever. It's just it's the same spacing. Just another shot of the. This is the plash palatka, and then we've got the Zeltbahn, just exactly the same, really, apart from some minor details around the edge. The buttons and as pegs, as I. Just getting a bit of bacon on. Cat came in the night and had some of the cheese. We've got this really smelly cheese from the Vosges mountain area, and cat had come and had it. Must have smelt it a sort of a distance away, you know, so didn't have anything else. Luckily we'd put the bacon in the tent. So just wearing a couple of items from Military Mart. I got a £2, I think it's an East German or Warsaw Pact hat. It's a winter hat, and I got this German parka liner for £8. Fantastic this is. This is what I wore overnight. It was a bit too warm, really. Anyway, I better sort the bacon out. Anyway, all cleared up now, ready for off. Thanks for having us. Till next time. The sun's actually sort of coming out. The carp legs. There's a big mushroom nearby. So a nice camping site this, near Rocroi, Bourg Fidele. It's a place called Camping de la Muree, so worth coming if you're going past. Just climbing up this box mountain. It's this place with a lot of rare plants that, like this Goldilocks aster here, which is in southern Belgium, in the Ardennes area, and it just rises up sheer from this river. There's like a cross on the top, so just having a little look at the plants. Lots of things like marjoram and other herbs. There's a lot of things that are rare at the European level. A lot of pretty things, rock roses and such like, but anyway, I'm going to carry on climbing up, get to the top, all being well. A bit higher up now. I just got a good view of this water mill. I think it was a woolen, I don't know if it was a woolen mill. It's got a river going past, and it looks like a woolens mill to me, like the things you see in Lancashire and that, but I'm not quite sure. Just saw a wall lizard on the way up. It's a lizard we don't get in the UK. You get it from here downwards into Spain and into around the Alps, and different kinds of it. It's bloody fast, you can't catch them. They're all usually on walls or churches, or as you go south towards the Med, then they're in all the villages on the walls. Just showing the box bushes, shrubs that give the mountain its name. Here's some box here. It's the kind of thing you have in a hedge. It's very slow growing. You have it in a hedge, sort of in a garden. Well, here it's growing wild. There's some places in the UK that have got it on Box Hill near Dorking and whatever, but it's much rarer there. But here it is. It's a typical thing of the Mediterranean, really. It's grown on this limestone, and it's really hot because it's facing south facing. This rock just soaks up the heat and lets it out, and I'm just cooking basically on it. There's some nice clumps of marjoram there, which could go in the cooking pot. It's all over the place here. It's got a lovely scent. A lot of strawberries and plants and other things. Nearly at the top now anyway. Oh, this is something called swallowwort. This is it's a very poisonous plant. It's a milkweed family. It gets these funny pods. Swallowwort. It's got like all the milkweeds, it's got a poisonous latex. So you have to watch what you're eating. Here's a plant called bloody cranesbill. Not particularly bloody coloured, but that's what it's called. Get this on limestone in UK, on the coast as well. Just a view across into to the east, across the Ardennes landscape. It's a very attractive landscape, rolling hills, going up to about 600 feet in this area. Anyway, here we are at the top. There's a hell of a drop below me down here, just sheer down to the valley. I'm not going to go too near the edge for this camera. There's the woolen mill just below me as well. It's cross, which you tend to get in these countries. And there's that nice valley down there, looking over to the higher Ardennes ridges. A lot of slate quarrying up there, especially over the French side. And limestone with all holes in it, and this Goldilocks aster is just everywhere on the top. It's beautiful, it flowers really late. Get it in the UK, but it's quite rare there, and it can be flowering even in October. But anyway, I'm going to think about climbing down now. Lots of different berries. There's rose hips and this buckthorn. They're quite unpleasant if you eat them. A lot of interesting stuff. So I'll make my way down now and go around down the back side of the ridge. Get back to the car. There we are. I just thought I'd show the drop down below. I'm just looking right down on it. So this rock is sheer, and that's why it's got a lot of the plants, because it basically gets very, very hot on the south side. It's basically like a little bit of the Mediterranean. In fact, I'm looking at this maple here, and this maple is a Montpellier maple. Just this one in front. Just showing the north side of this hill. Shady and cool with all these box trees going right up. Just really strange. The other side was just so hot. A bit sticky here. There's these crickets, these things called wood crickets. They're sort of making this noise. Sounds like some faraway thing. The microlight, the usual ever-present microlight going over. No, it's this light aircraft Cessna type thing. Let's show it. No. More of this box. Just like sort of growing in a thick sort of understory. Anyway, come down off the hill into some nice sort of bushy meadows, and just showing the interpretation for this. Just as we're on the way down at the back, you see the wall lettuce, the wall lizard, and this is the Goldilocks aster. I just show that there. It's a really interesting place to come to. There we are.